Hello Python developers. In this Python using AI series, in this session let us discuss about operators. The meaning of operators are like plus, minus, greater than, less than. These symbols only are called as operators. And these are divided into some categories, like initially let us go with arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators. So which are arithmetic operators? Like plus, minus, star, slash, percentile. We are having this one like star star exponentiation, that is like x to the power of y, and we are having slash slash, which we call floor division. Now, so the use of this plus symbol is like addition, minus is for subtractions, star is for multiplication, slash is for division, percentile modulus is to give the remainder, star star is for exponentiation like x to the power of y, and this one slash slash is for floor division. Now, right. So plus is for what? Addition. So if I say 5 plus 5, what is the result? It's going to give 10. If you are writing 5 into 8, 5 8's what? 40. It's for multiplication. If you are going for, let me go with some codes here. Now, if you are saying 5 slash 2, what is 5 by 2? We are going to get the result as what here? 2.5. But I want to pull out only the quotient value. The result should be only in integer format. Then we have to say 5 slash slash 2. This is for floor division. So here we get the quotient as 2 here. Then, if you are writing 2 stars 5, means 2 to the power of 5. So what is the 2 to the power of 5? That is 32. Then, if you are taking one more example, like 5 2 star 3. So 5 to the power of 3. What is 5 to the power of 3? 125. And when you say 5 mod 2, when you divide 5 with 2, what is the result? We are going to get the remainder. So what is the remainder? When you divide 5 with 2, 1. So these are about arithmetic operators. The next one, we are having relational operators. Relational operators. So the relational operators are like greater than symbol, less than symbol, greater than equal to, less than equal to, not equal to, and not equal to. So these are the symbols related to what? Relational operators. The main use of going with the relational operators is these are used for comparison purpose. These are for what purpose? Comparison purpose. Comparing one value with another value. Like example, if you are taking age as some 25. We are taking age as what? 25. Now we want to compare whether this age is greater than 10 or not. So how to check it now? Age greater than or equal to 10. Now see what it's going to return? True. So this age greater than or equal to 10, whatever the comparison we are doing, this we call it as the condition. If the condition is true, it's going to return true. If the condition is false, it's going to return false. For example, if you take one more example like age greater than or equal to some 45. See what is the result? We are getting false. If the condition is true, it's going to return true. If the condition is false, it's going to return false. Then double equal to. The use of double equal to is like if you are writing age double equal to 25, means it is going to compare whether the value of age is equal to 25 or not. So here it's returning true for us. So for comparison, we are going to make use of relational operators. The next one, we are having logical operators. logical operators. So the logical operators are like and, or, not. And, or, not. Now, so the use of logical operators is to join the conditions. Let us suppose we are accepting 3 marks like mark 1, mark 2 and mark 3. And the marks are like 45, 55, some 65. So 45 will go to M1 variable, 55 will go to M2 variable and 65 will go to M3 variable. Now we want to check whether this student is pass or not. Means I want to compare. If every mark is greater than or equal to 40, then the student is pass. So how this comparison is done is, we have to compare like this. M1 greater than or equal to 40 and to join the conditions we have to use and. M2 greater than or equal to 40 and M3 greater than or equal to 40. If every mark is greater than or equal to 40, if all conditions are true, then only the result is going to be what here? True. If any condition is false, then it's going to return false. For example, I'll make this 55 as some 35. I'm making it as 35. Now you run this code again. See what it's going to say? False. Because second condition M2, what is that value of M2? 35. 35 greater than or equal to 40, false. So it's, if one condition also false, it's going to return false for us. If you are going with or, means if M1 less than 40 or M2 less than 40 or M3 less than 40. So if any one mark is less than 40, let us suppose the student is fail. So let us check whether it's going to return true or false for us. So run this one. See, it's saying true, because all are what here? M1. What's the value of M1? 45. M1 is what? 45. 45 less than 40. See here. 45 less than 40. No, it's false. 35 less than 40. It is true. So one condition is true. If one condition also true, the entire condition will become true. Then it's going to result for us true. Now, if I make it as something like 55, if you make it M2 as 55, now let me run this. And if I run this condition now, see, it's going to say false, because all conditions are false. So when all conditions are false, the result will be false. If one condition also true, the entire result will be true. So what is the point? In case of AND, all conditions should be true. In case of OR, any one condition can be true. And what about NOT? NOT is like negation. If the condition is true, it makes it as false. False means true. Pairing the next one, like membership operators. Membership operators. They are in, not in. In, not in. Like example, if we are taking some string equal to some welcome. I'm taking a string welcome. Now we want to check whether E is present in this come. So how to check? E in str. E in str. See what it's saying? See, true. If you are saying something like M in str, do you have M in this str? Yes, it's saying true. Now, if you are writing A in str, do you have A in this str welcome? No, so it's returning false. Now, not in, like if you are saying A not in str, so it's saying true, because this A is not present in our given string welcome. So that's the reason it's going to return true for us. So what are the operators we have discussed? Like arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, membership operators like in, not in. And we are going to make use of all these operators when we start off with our control structures like if statement, loops like while loop, for loop, like that. There we are going to make use of all these operators. Thank you. In this related to this, please practice this. Thank you all.